use those treaty land entitlements to buy other lands.
Okay, I'll speak to the second part of your question around what is the government doing. This is correct, Jose. Is it how they're getting, the government getting Aboriginal people into schooling?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Well, I think there's a lot of ways to, particularly within the Calgary area, there's a lot of ways that we're looking at addressing the educational issue, not only in post-secondary levels, but also completing high school. Earlier mentioned was about the Upstart initiative and Full Circle. They've been looking at the issue of graduation rates around Aboriginal people graduating high school, period. Unfortunately, we have low rates, people even completing high school, and we're working as an initiative to increase those graduation rates. And they are slowly increasing, and so that's great news that we're seeing that. In order to support those youth and going to post-secondary options, there's a lot of great resources here in town. There's post-secondary Aboriginal centers with staff there. We have great resources in the community, things like the Youth Employment Center. There's great support staff there. There's high school support staffs within the high school systems to see that. It's reaching out to our youth and having them understand their options in terms of where to go for university. Often that's a lot of the confusion is not knowing how to get there and or being able to afford to go to post-secondary levels. The government, there's been private bursaries and grants that have been set up, particularly looking at the Aboriginal population, given that we have such a young population that we are obviously an attraction to a lot of employers to hire, given most of us are under 25 and under, a huge portion of our population is. So, we're seeing industry, government, and community organizations sitting down and actually having those discussions, and they have over the last number of years. Our employment domain has done that for a wide number of areas around hiring and retention of Aboriginal people, and actually actively reaching out to the young people, reaching out to young adults, and those who are looking to do career changes in order to do that. So, there are great examples. I think, could there always be better things? Of course, but that always comes with consultation and having those dialogues with people.
Well, that, just before I ask Jeannie to come forward and close the proceedings today, I'd like to, first of all, thank the two panelists here who brought different perspectives, but a common message, and a very important message. And to both of you, I've known the work that you've been doing in the community for many years, and I'm just deeply appreciative that we have people like you who are as committed as you are, and doing the job and having the impact that you do within this community. For all of you who came out here today, we obviously didn't have enough time to explore all of these details. I had a bunch of additional questions. I'm glad I didn't ask, because it gave some time for you to pose some questions. We look forward to doing this again sometime, and now I'll ask Christy to come forward and just close off.
Thanks, Al. And good afternoon. We would like to first thank everyone for joining us this afternoon at the opening session of the 2012 Human Rights Forum presented by TD. On behalf of Spirit Staffing and everyone here, we would especially like to thank our guest speakers, Dr. Marie Delorme, Al Duerr, and Christy Morgan, for their presentations today. We appreciate that you could share your time with us and your insight on common myths found around Aboriginal issues. Your presentation helped teach us that education and raising awareness on the history and challenges faced by the Aboriginal communities is the first step and key to helping combat these misconceptions. I would like to now ask that Dr. Marie Delorme, Christy Morgan, and Al Duerr join me to receive a gift on behalf of TD. Thank